September 25th marks the beginning of the 2009-2010 season of Operation Deep Freeze. It's a large joint mission in support of the National Science Foundation at both of our planet's poles. The New York Air National Guard's 109th Airlift Wing is primarily responsible for moving scientists and supplies around the continent of Antarctica and on Greenland.
The LC-130 is the premier heavy airlift polar aircraft. And the NSF has done a lot of studies, and they've come to that conclusion that the LC-130 is their airlifter of choice.
I mean, our research group has a very long-standing relationship with the 109th, going all the way back to the 70s, because basically all ice core research in the world is done using the 109th.
Greenland represents the off-season for Operation Deep Freeze, the main focus of which is located in the South Pole. That's not to say the work up north isn't important. Here, the 109th will support many research stations investigating climate history, as well as get crews checked out on the tricky job of landing and taking off on an unprepared sheet of ice.
When a scientist says, I want to look at this area of Antarctica, so he puts a pin on a map, and you're taking them there. You wonder when you land the airplane and get off, if you're the first person that's ever stepped foot on planet Earth at that spot. So at that point, I always make a point to get out of the airplane, grab some snow, taste it or whatever, and just wonder if I'm the first human being that set foot on the Earth at that point. I think that's pretty cool.
The 109th has been flying support missions to the Arctic since 1975 and inside Antarctica since 1988.
It's the only way you can get to the ice sheet with a decent payload and get out again with a decent payload is to use the 109th skiers. So it's a long-standing relationship, a very positive one.
Each year, the 109th flies thousands of support personnel and tens of thousands of pounds of supplies to each of our planet's poles, all in the name of science. For the National Guard Bureau, from Kangerlussuaq, Greenland, I'm Sergeant First Class Michael Houk.